I'll bring my A game for the actual recording.
Oh, we're in it. Welcome.
Welcome. Hey, hi everybody. This is a long time coming. My name is Austin Howe, and we're here. I'm here with John Thayer, who's actually the person playing the game currently.
Hi.
This is the attract mode, if you don't know any better. And we're going to be playing the original Castlevania, as well as many other Castlevania games because we want to.
Yep.
Mostly.
Just all of them, especially Lords of Shadow. That's what I'm really here for.
You know, it is. It does finally give me. It's like if I ever did a DMC podcast, I'd finally have an excuse to spend my own money on the DMC reboot.
There you go. All
you know,
right.
I'd have a cover other than I actually want to play it.
I mean, I kind of want to play it.
I mean, I really don't want to play Lords of Shadow, but if there's a clock tower in there, I at least want to see what they did. Okay?
Yeah, I get you. All right, you ready? Let's play Castlevania.
And I always dream. Yeah, let's. I want to play Castlevania. Let's play some Castlevania.
Well, you're not playing it. I am.
Yeah, you. I know you're playing it, but I
Okay.
want to watch you play.
Just
1987. Okay.
rein in the enthusiasm because this is me.
It is 1987, and we are 2 years after the launch of the Nintendo Entertainment System in America, and the explosion of Super Mario Brothers. And I mean, we're just we're really in the early, like bare bones day of the of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and of hello.
The music wasn't playing. I don't know what's up. Just continue.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, you're not getting your sound feed.
No, there we go. All right, continue.
Holding the emu.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, yeah, I'll bet you. Yep. All right, no problem. Yeah. So it's 1987. Original Nintendo came out about 2 years ago in America, and I mean, if you want to talk about where we are in contemporary video game history when the game comes out, we're at the beginning. We're at the very, very beginning in most people's viewpoints. I'm trying to get better about educating myself on
Austin C. Howe. Fuck you, Atari.
I'm trying to get better at educating myself on pre-crash video game history and its importance.
Eat it, early 80s Japanese
when I was
PC games.
Say again?
Eat it, early 80s PC games. No one likes you.
Yeah, screw you, wizardry. I know that's not Japanese, but there's that's the other thing is one of the consistently celebrated things about Castlevania is much like the original Super Mario Brothers, it's just a very consistent, clear game that is actually once you understand how it functions, it's envisionable to beat it within a reasonable amount of time, which. I mean, we think of modern video games as being long, but old school CRPGs are some of the longest games ever.
Boy, they are fucking beefy.
Yeah, no, I mean their lengths are beefy even when you know how to operate an old school CRPG, which is no basic task.
Yup. I actually was eyeballing the Apple II wizardry, trying to see if I could emulate that earlier. I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot someday.
I have played the free Ultima 4 from GOG.
I sampled that one a couple times. I can't quite
really
make it.
Difficult to make things work there. And then even later on, I've tried to play Daggerfall, and it's there are Elder Scrolls fans who are like, "This is the best one. Daggerfall is incredible. It's so good." And I'm like, how do I fun?
I'm gonna figure it out someday. I think old PC games have lots of fun about them. I just haven't grown enough. And
I'm also realizing I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and I'm like, this is at least as dense.
There you go.
This is at least as dense as I was comparing it to. I had recently watched a playthrough of the 1994, I think, DOS Dune games, which are strategy games, more or less. They're adventure games with RTS elements, I want to say. Yeah.
Sorry, just got distracted by totally wrecking that bat. Alright, so just...
Oh, so yeah, that's stage one.
Yeah, so we somehow got distracted into, being mean to PC games.
Well, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you've never played Castlevania before, you probably could have done that too. That's the thing. Even though Castlevania is a notably difficult video game, Stage 1 and Stage 2 are reasonable for human beings to complete, much like Stage 1 of the original Ninja Gaiden. Even games that are known for a steep difficulty curve, which this game has, they tend to have, like a beginning. Oh, you're gonna do like every secret, huh?
Did I get the one in the first stage? I hope I didn't miss it. It's in the
We're seeing you do it.
It's in the sewer. I might have missed it. Just fair warning. If there's a part where this run is going to fall apart, it's going to be the Stage 4 boss. I always fuck up there. Igor.
The flea man, and the the flea man Frankenstein.
Yep. Always get game over there. So we'll find out. I think I figured it out last time. Finally.
Yeah, that one's brutal. It's just focus on the Frankenstein. Let the flea man do what he wants.
Yeah.
So here we have. Good lord, this game is just flying by, and I'm not even getting in time to get in the stuff I wrote down.
Oh, I lost the cross.
That's fine. Oh no, you got the cross back. You're fine.
No, see.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm okay. So I'm many seconds behind actually. That's fine. That's actually pretty normal for streaming.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, the thing about Stage
1
is it's part of the reason it's so easy is that it's consistently one-hit enemies, and there's no platforming.
Yep.
In Stage 2 here, we have not only the introduction of enemies that at the very beginning, we have like enemies that are occupying tight space that also take more than one hit to kill, so they're not just like left to right obstacles. Mm-hmm. You have to platform around them, and then they introduce the Medusa heads in a flat space, which make you jump and crouch while walking flat horizontal ground. And now we're here.
Yep. Now we're in the platform. Now we're in the hell zone. Shit's real.
Actually, I think that's actually where the NES difficulty of Castlevania 1 in particular comes from, is that it actually is a pretty big shift up. Like there's multiple new enemies introduced, multiple new types of scenarios, and then we're coming up into the death trap section of the level, which is also the first. This is also the first time we're introduced to like how verticality makes the scenario design of Castlevania.
I always die here. All right, heaven or hell. Ah!
It's up to you. Yeah, no, this is like I've been playing this game for almost 10 years and I still fuck this up. It's indefensible.
Boop. Got a duck there. You know that, right?
The way I look at it is that Stage 1 is about learning how to whip and walk stairs, and Stage 2 is about learning crouching and jumping, and also like how height matters, because now we're here at this set piece where they introduced bone dragons. And the way that they do it is that the first two bone dragons are both on higher vertices than you, which means that their shots go above your head, which kind of like subconsciously tells you, hey, get below these shots when you're attacking these bone dragons. And so like when you get, and then there's also it shows you the timing of how to fight the bone dragons.
Yep, like I just nailed
placement there.
For you all to see, I totally nailed that. Is there a beat here? Nope. All right.
You were allowed to make plenty of mistakes there, so we're still alive.
Yep.
You figured it out.
Early game, easy peasy.
And then there's also the ghost shows up. I mean, a lot of these enemies actually only show up a few times, but
yeah, I love the variety.
And then there's that's the this is half of a set piece that will become not only very famous from this game, but famous for the series. Which is reestablished in level 5. Yeah, boy, dude, this is a lot harder to get in all these notes than I thought. But as you can tell,
moves fast.
If you really take the time to analyze it, I mean, this Castlevania here is an extremely dense design game. Mm-hmm. Multiple set pieces that are worth looking at, and the main big thing that I'm talking about, and it'll become way important here in Stage 3, the art. We haven't really mentioned it so far, but in Stage 1 we had these big
It's so pretty.
Yeah, we had these big continuous pillars, and then in Stage 3, especially, we're going to have the shadows in the background that kind of give us the idea that in this level we're walking around the castle walls.
Yep.
We're around the horizontality of the castle walls. The Flea Man here, the Flea Man introduction set pieces make a lot of sense. There's 2 in a row, and they both come from on high, which gives you the idea that they attack by jumping, which is true.
Hey, arguably best song in the game.
That's 3 in a row.
This is Wicked Child.
Wicked Child? Oh, yeah. Wicked Child has become one of the most underrated Castlevania songs by far. God, I haven't gotten to talk about the music at all.
It's so good. Hey, don't worry.
I'm going to have to do my music analysis. I'm going to have to do my music analysis completely separate because the first 3 stages of this game are like totally continuous musical theming.
Yep.
You know?
Oh my god, this is one of the most gorgeous. This is one of the most gorgeous fucking areas. Look at the background tiling here. I fucking love this game. This is one of my like 3 or so favorite action games ever. I love this. Oh yeah, this is my favorite Castlevania.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we share that, but this is
you like other
by
ones
far
better because this one's ultimately so basic. But I mean, this game's incredible, and this is really here where it shines. This is actually, and this is when it started to make sense to me. It's like, oh, instead of having a stage 1 tutorial, you have a stage 1 and 2 tutorial. If you really think of it that way, you know,
I can never get that moonwalk. Oh, can you see? I can never get that consistent where you like jump backwards while whipping. It's a cool little...
I figured out that exists, and that's in Bloodstained as well. There's like a very specific input that you can put in to jump backwards so that you can face the enemy while whipping forward. It's a really powerful move.
I love.
Yeah,
Bloodstained was good.
Then I think you need to crouch on one of those blocks to make the secret appear. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I only know the secrets in stage 1 and 2. God, yeah, that's
perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, the game gets mean later, but this is this is probably just like peak in a lot of ways, and it's maybe peak aesthetics.
Yeah, peak aesthetics, most enjoyable stage, and this is the thing: is that stage 1 and 2 is basically an introduction to the mechanics, and this is the one where it really feels like things open up, and it's like, okay, go play the game.
Yeah,
you know, and then so it's going to show you like the first thing that it wanted to show you when. Yeah. When you know how to play the game, which is this level. And this is just basic, like, you know, there's platforming, there's whipping,
Ooh, I'm getting
weird enemy placements. It's actually long, you know, this is a Castlevania level. And then, so basically what happens is you got stage 1 and 2.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, well.
Here. You're actually playing a lot worse than I thought you would, which is not saying much.
Continue. God, I fucking love this game.
Yeah, so basically stage 1 and 2 are introductory, and then stages 4 through 6 are just like a a menagerie of or a collection of 4 different scenarios essentially.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the only real complaint I even have about the original Castlevania, aside from like the last level and the death boss fight,
very fair.
You know, which we'll talk about, is just that the scenario itself is too basic and not continuous enough. I mean, there's like, especially at the end of stage 3, we're gonna like take a big plunge down that the game doesn't really make any effort to like visualize in a way that explains how it happened or why it happened.
I think that they have the cutscene at all, and that they have the map in between levels kind of doing. I think that's pretty admirable. Just that on its own to make.
We're in 1987, though.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, this type of like continuous visualization in any game. This is like, I mean, that's where I was gonna make my. It's the stacked level design of like, okay, you'll like walk to the right and then walk to the left, you know, as you're going up.
Yeah,
you know,
we're about to see the final boss, the room where you fight the final boss. Like, that's how thoughtful this game is with its architecture. I will point that out.
Right. Dude, the structure of the levels generally follows what you see on the map. It's not like line for line, but so there is that amount of continuousness in there. But like as they go on, they really improve. They really build on it in detail. Yeah, this long castle wall. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And it's in orange with the background in blue, with most of it being in black silhouette, but like the actual chambers of... that's the clock tower with the actual chambers of Dracula itself highlighted in orange.
Oh shit, I get wrecked by this boss
lighted
too.
By the moon.
Alright.
Afterthought in the original Castlevania, they're a collection of classic horror monsters. The best way to beat them is to whip them as hard as you possibly can, and also bring in the item multiplier. Yeah, this boss can be a little...
I did it. I'm really good at video games, obviously.
The thing is, just keep crouching when you're fighting this boss because it always shoots out the tissue paper at a low angle. God, it's hard to. I'm trying not to dominate this, but this
no
it's
problem.
Going by so
no, this is good. You got lots of thoughts.
So much.
You got lots of thoughts, and
yeah, man, we're gonna have to do another video just to cover everything. In the game.
Look, a lot of the thoughts on this one will be directly relevant to adventure and
everything.
CV3, yeah, we got plenty of room.
3, CV4. Yeah, no. Well, you see, okay, so yeah, you fall down here, and I mean, I'm being a bitch about the fact that it's like a plot hole or whatever. You know, it's not. You know.
Yeah, I remember thinking that this was the break, and then I was like, oh wait, they actually have that little cut. I'd forgotten that they had that little cutscene, so that's why I was kind of like, oh, that's really nice.
Like, I don't know how the cutscene happens, but the fact that the cutscene is there, I mean, this predates Ninja Gaiden by a significant margin.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, this is very sophisticated.
When we go to play Haunted Castle, especially, it'll be really apparent how they were trying to make like a continuous scenario from beginning to end. Because in Haunted Castle, it's a lot clearer. Like, okay, traveling to the castle, traveling up the castle, etc., etc.
Yep,
and that's also using Konami's arcade hardware rather than the Famicom. Say again?
Which they're obviously building on in the exploratory ones. They care about the setting. The setting is sort of the main character.
The thing is you can see what Castlevania became even in the most basic of its platformers because all of them care about a continuous level design.
Yep. Well, like that's really probably my big crit with Blood. That's probably my big crit with Bloodlines is that it's kind of doesn't do that at all. But it makes up for a bit.
No, but I like the fact that
it's... Go ahead.
The thing is, they also make it very clear, like, instead of the map being a map of the castle, the map is a map of Europe, and so it's like, where in Europe are we going next? And so it still gets the same flavor and effect out of it. Also, if you really think about Bloodlines, like, Bloodlines became one of my favorites because when you think about the subtext of it, I know we're talking about the subtext, and, this will be a theme here of me caring about Castlevania stories, but, it's World War I. When you think about it, it's like you go from like you sort of document a history of.
Sorry, this part's
you
stressful.
go from like a history of old Europe. Yeah, this part's really cool. You go from like a history of old Europe to New Europe as a and basically like the first 3 stages are like old Europe stuff, art history, and then things like that. And then stage 4 is Iron Blue Intention with the War Factory.
All right, so here's the boss that's gonna fuck me up.
This boss sucks. I don't like this one.
No, it's bad.
I don't like most of the bosses, but they're but mostly just because they're just kind of meat walls. But the bosses in this game just aren't that well thought out. And
they're not good.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just doesn't matter at all. I mean, you need to bring in an item, a good one, and just like don't get fucked up.
Fuck me to death. Sorry.
Distracted by the flea man.
I was so close too.
Oh, you were doing so well.
Ow. It's okay, I can take a hit there, because there's meat! And I don't know how to get past these guys.
There's also a few set pieces in this game that I just, like, I don't get why there's 3 bone dragons guarding the fucking, like, dead guy. I try to, like, when I try to put myself in the headspace of Simon here being like, oh, right, there's a bone dragon guarding this, and then there's another bone dragon guarding this.
And we're gonna fight a dragon, right?
Bone dragon. And it's like, I just like, what is it guarding?
Oh, it's another flea man.
It's like there's 3 bone dragons and the boss who are all guarding, I guess, the armory for stage 5.
You gotta stay in the middle here. That's the only.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck me! Yeah. Fuck! God damn it!
Oh! You got it.
I beat him! Alright.
This has happened to me before. This has absolutely happened to me where I beat that boss and then died.
Ah.
Yeah.
I told you, this is the tough
the
part.
Knife, which is the worst possible item for the fight.
I mean, it just doesn't matter. I just stay in the middle, hit the flea man when you can, and then whack on Frankenstein the rest of it. And just stay right here.
For the record, you do know that Frankenstein is the only enemy that takes damage.
Yeah, I know that.
Boss fight.
But you can whack but the flea man will fuck you up, and you can just, if you whack him, it helps. That's my position.
We'll pause him. I've been playing the game since like 2009, and like every time I try to hit the flea man at all, I die. And so my strategy for a long time has just been to ignore him. Ah, there you go. Oh, Oh.
Ah! Ah! Fuck me. This is done. Alright, I'll give your strat a try. After this, it's smooth sailing. It's just stage 5.
Think of the dots as like Medusa heads. You just gotta either, like, figure out, do I need to duck or do I need to jump?
Yeah, I think you're right. But it was definitely stay in the middle. I learned that last time, for the first time. I was like, alright, I have a strategy now.
Struggle on one of these.
I really don't want to take a hit here. There we go.
This one in particular is like, I don't, like, when I try to visualize this set piece in, like, Simon's first person, it's like there's a bone dragon in the pit. Why? I guess just because I can't jump over the pit. I mean, I guess that is a pretty good set piece.
Ah, but, fuck me, Amadeus! Fuck! Ah! Ah! Alright, we're replaying this stage
this
again.
Boss is, like, really abstract. Like, there's no reason that the Frankenstein should be the thing that you have to damage. Oh, man, you actually... Holy shit, you actually geoed on it.
I know,
man, that sucks.
Happens. That's okay, though. This is the shortest stage.
Oh, you do actually have to begin the whole stage, which is totally fair, but by Castlevania standards, it's a lot of game to cover.
Ah, that's fine. It gives us more time to cover your notes. Ah.
That's true, yeah. I guess I could mention, since this is the first stage that's not reliant on the musical theming, if you listen to stages 1 through 3, they're all in the same key. Stages 1 and 2 both use... like the same verse melody, which is like do 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 as their verse melody, and then also the scales that are used in well, actually, yeah, you know your music theory.
Yeah.
The combination of like Dorian and harmonic minor that they use as the basis for both Vampire Killer and Stalker kind of becomes the backbone of the music's aesthetic, the compositional aesthetics in particular, like...
Holy shit, that laugh, dude. I know I did just die on the same bat twice.
You just jumped straight into the water!
No, I did that I did that on purpose. I wanted to have all my... I lost 2 lives there, so I decided to game over so I could have my full stock. That was on...
Oh, man.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, no, and so, yeah, no, I mean, like, basically, it's, you know, whoever composed this game was like, alright, lots of, like, we're gonna do, like, Dorian, diminished, and harmonic minor. You know, gonna float between those mentalities. And then every other Castlevania composer ever was like, especially the composer for Castlevania 3 was like, okay, cool, Dorian, harmonic minor, and diminished. Alright, let's do that. And no, especially when we talk about Castlevania 3. Castlevania 3 is the first time that the series wants to just straight up reify something from before, you know, for effect.
Oh, it's so good too.
And so the big thing is that it's actually way more subtle than they would do in other games where they would just bring back old songs.
I mean, they
like
play
Castlevania 3 is like, I'm gonna... Well, they do have Vampire Killer in 3, but also a lot of the music in that game is based off of the same kind of chords and themings as Castlevania 1. Beginning is, like, basically a remix of Vampire Killer, if you're really wanting to get, like, wacky.
Gotcha.
At least this is what I've talked myself into.
Oh, I get that.
Things also in the same key and all that sort of stuff, so I don't think a lot of people make that argument, but I do tend to make the argument of, like, using the same key being a type of theming.
Yeah, I get that.
I also feel like they did it on purpose as well, because Bloodlines and Rondo of Blood both have C minor as their key theme.
Gotcha. All right, it's fine. We're gonna get past this boss together, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in me?
Yeah, no, you game overing on that boss gave me a moment to get my shit in.
Yeah, I get you.
Else, now that I'm thinking about it, in stage 2 of Mario, and most people figured it out immediately when they were kids, you can bust the stage up and go on the outside the borders of the stage to access secrets and all that sort of stuff. You know, there's like warp zones and all that sort of thing in Mario 1. This does not have anything nearly that straight up ludic.
Yeah,
you know, like where you just break the bounds of a level to go to a stage select because you played the game before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
So
it cares about the setting. I get that. I feel that. In a cool way. I still love that moment in Mario, obviously.
Oh, no, I do too. I'm thinking about the fact that, like, it's like, why would it not be there? Because it's, I mean, in Mario, I mean, realistically, it's not just cool in Mario, it's also very convenient. Yeah. You know?
It's a impromptu continuing system.
It's like when you game over, if you know about where the level selects are, you know.
Yeah.
It's just very 1985 that they would be hidden level selects in the first place.
Yep.
You know?
And they give you continue.
And then there were games like Mega Man.
Alright.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna shut up for a second.
Too. Oh wait, was there continue codes in Mario 1?
Yup! I didn't know about it for years. I don't understand how... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
How do they work?
You just hold, like, B or something while you press start on the game over screen. It's wild. You can look it up on Game Packs or something. There is a continue code in Mario 1. I think I told you this before, and it blew your mind then, too. Because it was like...
Oh, that... Because I think I remember telling you that the original like, something that blew my mind, which is actually the original Castlevania 1 on Famicom has a save system.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's actually every single Castlevania game since, like, 3 or 4 in America has had a save system, so that if you just, you know, you can at least save your progress up to the level you're on without having to think about it too hard.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that actually goes all the way back to the original Castlevania here. And being able to save your progress at all is very much a console game and a computer game thing, as opposed to an arcade game thing.
Yeah. Fuck the police! Die! I keep getting hit at that start. All right. Fuck you!
That might actually be a.
Fuck you! Continue.
Yes. Good. Oh, yikes.
This will take about
Castlevania is difficult.
A little bit. This will take about an hour, and then me. If we were a scrub, maybe. Alright.
I streamed it took me 2 hours, right?
What'd you say?
The time I streamed it took me 2 hours, right?
God. No, it won't take me that long. In fact, I'm gonna beat him this shot.
I think you're looking pretty good for this shot. Blue and orange. Very obvious blue and orange. Actually, Frankenstein is blue and the other guy's orange. Hello. Ooh, precise.
God damn it! Ah! Alright, we're good. Easy game. Easy game for babies.
There we go. You can see how there's... Oh, hey, the platforms are related to the placings of the columns. What? I never saw that. That's crazy.
Fucking love Castlevania. Alright, this is probably my favorite stage, and it probably is my favorite song.
Oh, fucking Hearts of Fire? Yeah, or...
It's really good.
Or Don't Wait Until Night. Yeah, this is the best stage in the game, best song in the game. This is the peak.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, best overall level, and it has the best set piece in the entire game.
Yep. Like, we are horny for stage 3, of course, but this is... Like, Wicked Child is the underrated
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Right, when we get to Wicked Child, it's like, oh, you know what? This stage is actually really good, but, like, this is, like... Everybody knows about Stage 5 of Castlevania, I think.
This is Castlevania.
Or, like, you know, like, game design nerds love Stage 5 of Castlevania.
Yeah. And we are that.
Because obviously, I mean, look at how they've introduced these bone skeletons before in clear ways, so you definitely know how to handle 2 of them at a time by the time you get here.
Yep.
You know, you've maneuvered around this cleanly. It's been, you know, it's terrifying set piece, but you maneuvered around it easily.
Yeah, this is the formal climax. I think it's fair to say.
Colors are really good here too. Like, there's like a more yellow to the, you know, there's like, it's like a very light blue and like yellow instead of an orange, along with all the grays and pinks going on.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to finish this game in one life so that I can carry this holy water all the way to the boss, because otherwise the boss is bullshit. So that
you're not going to use I guess holy water is actually better for death. Most of the time, I prefer having the crosses, but if you bring the crosses to the big set piece, it kind of blows it up.
Yeah. This is I've always
here we have the introduction to the Axe Knights.
Yep. And here they don't have any animation cues for which ones they're throwing, so this is them at their most evil.
Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, Castlevania 1 they don't, but you do actually tend to see them far away enough to get a good cue.
Yeah.
Like to see the axe coming, and also the axes move relatively slowly.
Yeah,
I think the most evil thing about it is that.
Go ahead.
I think the most evil thing about it is actually that that the very first Axe Knight has a flea man attached. Because the flea man, I think, I think the flea man is a really difficult enemy in this game to deal with, and the longer the series goes, the less I like the flea man.
Yeah, no, I like him in this one. It's a little bit of that Red Aramer from Ghosts and Goblins energy, just like this agent of chaos. I love it.
Yeah, but I still haven't played Ghosts and Goblins.
I'm sorry. Oh, I love Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis. That one's fair and good. That's the only one I've really fallen in love with, though.
So it has some of the clearest theming. I mean, it's very clearly like a prison where experiments are being done on the dead. You know,
yep.
It's creepy. I mean, not like I'm not going to say this is scary, but by 1987 standards, this is pretty edgy shit.
It's ambiance. There's stuff happening in the setting. I appreciate it. That's thanks for pointing that out, because I did think this was maybe one of the drier ones setting-wise, but I didn't really process that. Like, oh yeah, there's...
I think the design ends up being so much to consume, but yeah, no, there's... And this is also one of the most stacked levels. Like, there's lots of, like, go up, go left, go down, go right, go up, go left. Like, it uses as much up and down space as it can.
Yeah. And it's just one of the longest levels. I think it's probably the longest? That or Stage 3.
Stage 4 is... Stage 4 is
short.
The longest.
Stage 4 is short. It's just the sewer and then the flea man's being dropped. Right?
Sewer is a unique set piece that I often find difficult.
Yeah, it's hard, but
there's
not a lot of it.
Yeah.
This
thing is, I think...
Alright, here it is. Here's everybody's favorite.
Go ahead.
Ah, fuck! Alright, it's fine.
This is the one that the nerd made famous.
Yep. And I'm making...
Obviously, you get, left, right on two different vertices, and then the consistent curvatures of the Medusa heads, which are introduced at two different vertice points. There's a lot to dodge around here, and but the thing about it is actually, as you're watching, I mean, this is a lot to deal with, but... Oh, damn, like, one fucking holy water will put down an Axe Knight?
And a bunch of them will put down a death.
That's what we're about to see here. Yeah, Death is a hard, not fun boss fight in this game, so just bring a good item.
I have never beaten him legitimately. I don't feel bad about it.
It's hell. Don't bother beating Death legitimately. This is when the game officially falls off a cliff. There's that beautiful set piece which becomes quoted for the rest of the entire series.
It's fine!
Yeah, it's like, there's the peak of the game, and turn it off. Move on.
So last time I played this game, I got to stage 6 because Austin said it was miserable, and then out of spite, I recorded me playing through the entire set piece without taking any damage. And it took about 45 minutes to get a run where I didn't take any damage. Which I guess sort of defeats the point of the exercise. Alright, fuck.
It's a pain in the ass stage.
Alright, let's see if I can do it in one go.
Oh god, why did you take the axe?
Oh, shit.
Oh, for just for the bats?
Yeah, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna beat the entire stage 6 in one life now.
Yeah, the bats, the giant bats in here, I think actually take more hits than the bats boss at stage 1.
Alright, so I did beat it in one life.
They move in a very unpredictable way, so this set piece is just really, really hard to deal with. Maybe you know what? Maybe the Flea Man set piece is supposed to be the setup for this one.
Yeah, I get that.
If that's a thread worth pursuing.
80s games are allowed to be bullshit sometimes. They hadn't figured it out how to be nice. Yeah. I don't mind.
Actually, if anything, I'm going to be nice to it because actually it is the set piece is effective. You feel like you are being attacked by multiple of the first stage boss.
Yeah, It's
in a disadvantageous situation. It's extremely dramatic. I will definitely give it that.
Cool. All right.
You know, it feels like this final level feels like the final level. Like the final level of Castlevania is a fuck grinder. You know.
All right, gotta get plenty
look
of
like Dracula, but it severely does not.
Yeah, gotta get plenty of parts for the upcoming bit because I'm going to be using this little doodad quite a bit.
The bridge, which is very difficult to get through, and then there's the clock tower, which I've always been extremely critical of, especially since I heard James Clinton Howell agree with me. He's like, yeah, the clock tower in Castlevania sucks.
It's mean,
he's like, yeah, that sucks. Stage 6 kind of sucks.
Yeah. Again, I out of spite, I recorded the no damage playthrough, and it literally took 45 minutes to get a run where I got through this tiny ass stage without taking any hits.
Look at these. These.
Look at that, we're already done.
This is so much like this is when the escalation hits such a severe point.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Again, if you play other 80s games, though, they were all of them are really busted at the end. Like, you just kind of have to accept
That's
that,
true.
I think.
Well, most people forget the ending of the original Mario 1 where you have to
so
actually
hard.
do yeah, it's bullshit.
It's
terrible.
So hard. Mario 1 is so hard. Holy shit.
Forming like the castles that you have to navigate through.
Are you cutting out a bit?
I'm good.
Yeah, Discord's a little inconsistent sometimes. Oh.
Here is just... You know what, actually?
Yeah.
This is the only two-phase boss fight of the entire game, and it might be one of the first two-phase boss fights I can think of in a video game.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely iconic, and it would set the trend. I mean, it's like, this is... Dracula's wearing a mask. He's definitely acting like Dracula. He's got the big cloak. So we know who this is. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna, fucking knock his head off, and he's gonna turn into a horrific beast.
Yep. Except in 4, when he doesn't. He has a skull. Skull head.
Cool in 4.
And then in order...
The Dracula fight in 4 is so cool.
It's so cool, because they play the song.
It's such a good little boss fight. Yeah, it's
so
a great
good.
little set piece.
I can't be mean to 4.
I think that Dracula's a bit of a gimme.
Yeah. Ah.
So you decapitated him and you think he's dead, and instead his body flies apart and turns into a horrific demon. Welcome to Japanese video games.
Fuck me, Amadeus. Alright, jump over me. Fuck you!
Actually getting the final boss to jump directly over you is extremely difficult.
Yep. Oh, well.
And I don't remember him jumping that high.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can still get, the cross, and then just, you can grind for hearts if you need to.
Nope, I am definitely getting that holy water. Fuck the cross. I don't... Anyone who uses
it a lot more than I do.
There we go. Alright, so this bit's just...
I got nothing against the holy water, that's for sure.
Fuck me. The timing's just so strict. It's pretty...
I think also if you get the tip of the whip, it's more damage. He only takes, he's only taking one blip of health at a time, which is unusual. Yeah, there's a lot of escalation built into this boss fight.
Yeah, this used to be the hardest part for me, but now it's the fucking Flea Man.
Oh.
The Flea Man Frankenstein. Because this is at least manageable. The first stage, you can consistently beat this stage without taking any damage. It's reasonable.
I think his teleportation patterns are completely random.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's on top of you, and sometimes he just, I think if you stay completely still, he'll teleport on top of you, but, other times, if you stay moving, he'll just go wherever the fuck he wants.
Yep. I think you have... Oh, man,
I think there's also, only a certain portion of the whip that actually hits stuff. Hit. Either that, or he just, takes 2 hits per blip or something.
It's that he starts fading away. And that you have to hit him right when he's...
I see, right. You have to hit him before he starts teleporting, I see. Okay.
God, that was tight quarters. See, that... Yeah, the timing is consistent. The whip hitbox is good. It's just very, very, very strict.
Also, it doesn't last as long as in, like when you get to, like, Rondo of Blood, like, that whip just, like, as soon as it comes out, it stays out, you know? And then in here, it's more like you can see the whip like hit stuff on the way down, and it just like won't be active, so it won't hit certain things. Which is acceptable.
I wanted to keep him over on this side, on any of the sides.
Down, 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 down.
Fuck me.
Probably the most important thing about Castlevania is like. It's like one of the first major action games for console I can think. And not like one of the first, but like definitely one of the most important. And it's also just like having the horror setting kind of establish
so
the
close!
idea that.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was about to say, I think you're. Oh.
I got this. I think Discord's being fucked because I'm not hearing you talk a lot of the time. Maybe we should try Skype next time. It seems to be a little more consistent for me.
Hosting the call, or are you hosting the call?
I don't know.
Should I call you back?
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh.
I'm an idiot.
What's up?
I'm a complete idiot.
What's up? Were you not audible?
I haven't been recording my own audio.
I mean, your audio is in the footage I'm recording, so I think we're good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's better to have my own audio backup because it's cleaner than the Discord take, but that's fine.
Yeah,
it's Castlevania 1.
Yeah. I don't think that there's going to be... I don't think that if we want to... Maybe next time we can record the lawn play and talk over it, but this time it's just going to be a little messy.
Actually, this has been very, very workable.
Yeah.
I just need to be recording my own audio.
Yeah, I get you. Fuck! That's the worst timing is when you're walking, and there's just barely not enough time to walk through him.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there is at least one random number generation where he will spawn on top of you as you are walking into him, and it's pretty much unavoidable for sure.
I think it's just so tight.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of time to hit the head. It's actually, I mean, he takes a lot less damage than other bosses per hit, and you know, it's just like this is just a test of patience because you can also very easily get hit by these fireballs.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it's just getting that jump down. Oh, I didn't even think to put him in the right spot. I'm glad I did. All right, jump. We're gonna shoot. Fuck! You have to hit him in the head or it doesn't deal any damage.
Right, but if you hit him with the holy water, it'll keep him in place, but he won't take damage. Right.
So the holy water is to freeze him, and then I whip him in the face, and that's.
You see, this is why I always go with the cross the ring because I just jump, hit the cross, go.
Yeah, I might. Nah, I'm gonna stick tried and true. Cross is legitimate, but yeah, that's also.
The cross is the holy water is the best weapon that's balanced. The cross does everything for you. The cross does everything.
The holy water's not balanced. Did you see my death fight there? Oh boy.
Well, the death fight's not balanced, so that's fine.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah,
it wasn't coming from the holy water. The holy water was just trapping him into the whip shots, which is what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, we got this. This is
the cross would do the same thing, deal good damage, and trap him in place.
Fair. Yeah, alright, I'll give that a shot.
While also covering all of the other scythes and everything that were coming out, you know. Especially because you can spread them on vertices if you've got the multiplier.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, if I only had the... Well, what are you gonna do? Gotta love the coffin in the background. Alright, 2 more hits.
Well, it's where he sleeps.
Yeah.
He's Dracula.
Makes sense.
Medusa had a statue. They do kind of depict Frankenstein as residing in his own crypt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the mummies are also kind of in a crypt as well. The bat's just a hallway guard. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Like, the bat, like, ambushes you in the hallway, so to speak. You know? What's the only boss that I'm not thinking of, actually? Death? Death's location doesn't make a lot of sense, but I mean, he's the second to last boss, so yeah, Death.
Alright, I got him this time. There we go.
Easy game. Math is on your side now. Man, you can't even get under him.
Nope. That's why you gotta start on that right side. Oh, that's funny.
Dude.
Oh.
There you go. The original Castlevania. Actually, I guess we do need to get a little serious here, because now the credits are going to play, and we're not going to see anybody who made this game.
God.
No, seriously, because actually this was a thing. This is a very stupid Japanese labor practice from the time where companies would have people use pseudonyms so that they couldn't get poached by other companies, or at least that's the theory.
Yeah, I mean, that was true
in reality,
true in American companies. I remember that being a thing for Atari.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's the exact same thing as what happened to Jim Johnston, who did WWE's music. WWE doesn't run a lot of credits, and therefore Jim Johnston rarely ever got credited as the guy who does the vast majority of WWE's live music. You know, and like the original compositions that comprise the vast majority of the audio. And so now, like, since he's left WWE, it's been a little bit more difficult to find work than it should be for him because he's not credited properly. The creator of Castlevania is unknown.
Oh man!
Like, we do not know who conceptualized Castlevania, and it is widely believed that the person who conceptualized Castlevania left the video game industry sometime around 1990 or 1991.
Jeez.
So, I mean. And the other thing about it is, I wanted to get this started because Konami has made no effort to sell Castlevania to anybody, like consumers, investors, anybody. And like, it would make perfect sense for them to just drop all of the games in the series on like some kind of archive thing on a Switch or whatever. They haven't. They won't. They haven't. They won't, and they don't care. And so I used to think of these as some of the sillier games that I was into, but like, if Konami doesn't care about them, I have to, and we have to. So that's where we are.
I mean, I think these are some of the best action games in the world, like straight up, and it all started here.
They're not just some. I mean, the thing about it is, you know, Mario established platformer rules. This game established combat. This is the thing that really made sense to me. Is, oh my god, Castlevania is the first Nintendo game with good combat. You know.
I'm not comfortable making. I'm not comfortable making those kind of sweeping things, but I love these games.
Too sweeping, but
I cherish.
When you really consider how important Castlevania is in aesthetics, music, design, all of that other stuff, the first one especially, and then going on down, how individually influential each of those games is, you know, and just like how memorable even all of them are, even when they aren't necessarily like quote unquote historically important. I mean, just. Are you just playing the game again right now?
No, I figure I can finish up I'll wrap up the first level, then we can close out.
Okay. Yeah, no, we actually didn't even mention to analyze a lot of the first level. I mean, the main thing here is it's all flat. These are the only jumps that you have to complete in the level. And it's sort of like what happens but when we go down is like there's this like awning that we can't reach, and so we have to take the stairs and go around.
Yeah, this is an iconic set piece. Absolutely.
Iconic. Yeah, I'm actually just noticing it. All of these jumpable areas match up to the columns. I just now noticed that. That's fucked up. That's a fucked up level of attention to detail.
Yeah. God, it's so pretty.
Yeah, these columns support all of these stairs in structurally, you know, like ways that are like structurally viable. Except for that one. That's fucked up.
All right, I'm about to get wrecked by this.
And then you've got like, and then you see like there's like actually an attempt at like parallax layers there.
Yeah.
You know. One incredible video game. I wish we knew the names of everybody who worked on it because, and I can understand, for example, the paranoia of, for example, a Hideo Kojima, who wants his name all over fucking everything.
All right, I completely cherish this game. I think they can close out the first video here. All right. Thank you for
Castlevania 1, almost perfect video game. Please play it.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm going to go get a smoke.